ride. The kick drum into steady, hard, precise and tight. A deep sub bass rolls beneath in a relentless growing tide. The air is thick with static sparks we cannot hide. Snare rolls rising faster, climbing bar by bar. Hi-hat slicing sharp like metal, sparks from steel and fire. A distant vocal sample whispers, let it go and delay. Tension coils electric, ready to detonate. Neon overvibe ignites the floor in waves of light. The bass line pounds repetitive with force and might. A piercing lets and screams a catchy looping cry. 1400 heartbeats racing synchronization. The bass repeats its motif without variation. Short ad-libs echo, move now through the haze. The groove locks tight in rhythmic blaze. Layer upon layer, stacking into sound. Riser spinning pressure all around. Snare accelerating into rapid fire. Every pulse climbing higher. Climbing higher. Tone overvibe returns with sharper edge. Bassline slamming like a breaking ledge. Lead motive brighter, faster wide. No escape from the surge inside. Kick fades into a filtered hum. Scented echoes stretched and become a final bass pulse shakes the night. Neon dissolves in fading light. Neon overvibe returns with sharper edge. Bassline slamming like a breaking ledge. Lead mostly brighter, faster wide. No escape from the surge inside.
A deep synth hum begins to rise. Minor key beneath the skies. Kick drum steady, punch defined. Locking into time.
Snare climbing with precision. Hi-hat sharp in repetition. Vocal shout, move tonight. Echoed into light.
Quantum drive, ignite the sound. Bassline slamming underground. Lead synth looping fast and bright. Explosive flight.
Motif repeating bar to bar, like an engine of a star. Sub-frequencies collide, amplify.
Layers stacking high and tight. Riser screaming into white. Snare roll racing nearly wild. Energy compiled.
pace, leaving trace. A load is started, synth begins the chase. Minor pulse sets, urgent pace. Kick drum steady punch and clean. Building tension in between. Snare climbing through compression tight. Hi-hats flicker left and right. Vocal stab go, repeats. Echo bouncing with the beat. Dark light rush across the floor. Bassline shaking to the core. Lead synth looping sharp and bright. Carving through the night. The groove is raw, mechanical intense. Every hit is consequence. No chord shift, no harmony bends. Only rhythm that transcends. Layers stacking in distortion. Pitch rising in proportion. Snare roll racing nearly wild. Crowded energy compiled. Drop like right returns again, harder than it's ever been. Bassline pounding in repeat, fire underneath the beat. Kick and bass begin to fade, synth echoes cascade. Dark light lingers in the air, electric glare. Dark light rush across the floor. Bassline shaking to the core. Dark light dark synth pulses under skin. Low frequency draws you in. Kick drum strikes with brutal force, setting rhythmic chords. Tension rising fast. Hi-hats cutting like shattered glass. A vocal whisper, burn it down. Spins and echoes around. In loops without relief, driving fast beyond belief. Sub vibrations pound the chest, never giving rest. Layers stacking thick and loud, pressure rising through the crowd. Snare roll racing to the peak, about to break. Inferno sequence strike again, harder than it's ever been. Bassline pounding fierce and wide, no place to hide. Kick fades into distant flame, echo calling out your name. Inferno slowly turns to ash after the crash. A filtered lead begins to hum, minor pulse like distant drum. Kick enters clean and tight, driving deep into the night. Build snare snapping bar by bar, hi-hats shimmer sharp and far. Vocal sample go fast cry, reverb stretching to the sky. Nightfall engine starts to race, bassline pounding without grace. Lead motif repeating wild, energy compelled. No soft chords to interfere, only rhythm crystal clear. Sub-frequencies below make the speakers glow. Layers stacking innocent, razors bent and heaven sent. Snare roll rushing to the brink, no time to think. Nightfall engine overdrive, feel the circuit come alive. Bassline locked in rapid spin, let it in. Kick softens into tone, bassline stands alone. Engine slows but still burns bright through the night.
pure thrill. No melody change to slow, only forward flow. Sub vibrations hit the bone in monotone. Layers stacking into wall, razors climbing tall. Snare rolling to the peak. Release the streak. Pulse breakers strike again, harder than it's been. Bassline pounding, fierce and raw, without flaw. Kick fades into delay. Pulse breaker leaves a scar, like a distant star.
A pulsing synth in minor tone repeats a phrase, cold as stone. Kick drum steady, punch precise, building tension like a right. The kick drum into steady, hard, precise and tight. A deep sub bass rolls beneath in a relentless growing tide. The air is thick with static sparks we cannot hide. Snare rolls rising faster, climbing bar by bar. Hi-hat slicing sharp like metal, sparks from steel and fire. A distant vocal sample whispers, let it go and delay. Tension coils electric, ready to detonate. Neon overvibe ignites the floor in waves of light. The bass line pounds repetitive with force and might. A piercing lets and screams a catchy looping cry. 1400 heartbeats racing kick and snare collide in perfect synchronization. The bass repeats its motif without variation. Short ad-libs echo, move now through the haze. The groove locks tight in rhythmic blaze. Layer upon layer stacking into sound. Riser spinning pressure all around. Snare accelerating into rapid fire. Every pulse climbing higher. Climbing higher. Tone override returns with sharper edge. Bassline slamming like a breaking ledge. Lead motive brighter, faster wide. No escape from the surge inside. Kick fades into a filtered hum. Synth-in echoes stretched and become a final bass pulse shakes the night. Neon dissolves in fading light. Neon override returns with sharper edge. Bassline slamming like a breaking ledge. Lead mostly brighter, faster wide. No escape from the surge inside.
A deep synth hum begins to rise. Minor key beneath the skies. Kick drum steady, punch defined. Locking into time.
Snare climbing with precision. Hi-hat sharp in repetition. Vocal shout, move tonight. Echoed into light.
Quantum drive, ignite the sound. Bassline slamming underground. Lead synth looping fast and bright. Explosive flight.
Motif repeating bar to bar, like an engine of a star. Sub-frequencies collide, amplify.
Layers stacking high and tight. Riser screaming into white. Snare roll racing nearly wild. Energy compiled. Quantum drive return with force. Bassline staying on its course. Lead motif cutting clean.
The groove is raw, mechanical, intense. Every hit is consequence. No chord shift, no harmony bends. Only rhythm that transcends. Layers stacking in distortion. Pitch rising in proportion. Snare roll racing nearly wild. Crowded energy compiled. Drop like right, returns again, harder than it's ever been. Bassline pounding in repeat, fire underneath the beat. Kick and bass begin to fade, synth echoes cascade. Dark light lingers in the air, electric glare. Dark light rush across the floor. Bassline shaking to the core. Dark light dark synth pulses under skin. Low frequency draws you in. Kick drum strikes with brutal force, setting rhythmic chords. Snare tension rising fast. Hi-hats cutting like shattered glass. A vocal whisper, burn it down. Spins and echoes around. Inferno sequence, ignite the floor. Bassline roaring evermore. Lead synth sharp and blazing high like sparks against the sky. The motif loops without relief, driving fast beyond belief. Sub-vibrations pound the chest, never giving rest. Layers stacking thick and loud, pressure rising through the crowd. Snare roll racing to the peak, about to break. into distant flame. Echo calling out your name. Inferno slowly turns to ash after drum kick enters clean and tight, driving deep into the night. Build snare snapping bar by bar, hi-hats shimmer sharp and far, vocal sample go fast cry, reverb stretching to the sky. Nightfall engine starts to race, bassline pounding without grace. Lead motif repeating wild, energy compelled. No soft chords to interfere, only rhythm crystal clear. Sub-frequencies below make the speakers glow. Layers stacking innocent, razors bent and heaven sent. Snare roll rushing to the brink, no time to think. Nightfall engine overdrive, feel the circuit come alive. Bassline locked in rapid spin, let it in. Kick softens into tone, bassline stands alone. Engine slows but still burns bright through the night. rising slowly dies in fractured skies. Static uprise and shake the ground. Bassline massive in its sound. The lead synth sharp, repetitive cry, cutting through the sky. A sharp minor synth repeats under heavy pounding beats. Kick drum steady, deep and wide. Sub bass underneath the tide. Snare rising through compression. Hi-hats ticking in progression. Vocal phrase, break the line. Echoed in design. Drop. Pulse breaker hit the floor. Bassline shaking to the core. Lead motif, bright and shrill. Pure thrill. No melody change to slow. Only forward flow. Sub vibrations hit the bone. In monotone, layers stacking into wall. Razors climbing tall. Snare rolling to the peak. Release the streak. Pulse breakers strike again. Harder than it's been. Bassline pounding, fierce and raw. Without flaw. Kick fades into delay. Yeah. Pulse breaker leaves a scar. Like a distant star. A pulsing synth in minor tone repeats a phrase, cold as stone. Kick drum steady, punch precise, building tension like a vibe. losing space. Kick leaves only trace. Dominion slowly fades in an unslowly way. The kick drum into steady, hard, precise and tight. A deep sub bass rolls beneath in a relentless growing tide. The air is thick with static sparks we cannot hide. Snare rolls rising faster, climbing bar by bar. Hi-hat slicing sharp like metal, sparks from steel and fire. A distant vocal sample whispers, let it go and delay. Tension coils electric, ready to detonate. Neon overvibe ignites the floor in waves of light. The bassline pounds repetitive with force and might. A piercing lets and screams a catchy looping cry. 1400 heartbeats racing synchronization. The bass repeats its motif without variation. Short ad-libs echo, move now through the haze. The groove locks tight in rhythmic blaze. Layer upon layer stacking into sound. Riser spinning pressure all around. Snare accelerating into rapid fire. Every pulse climbing higher. Climbing higher. Tone overvibe returns with sharper edge. Bassline slamming like a breaking ledge. Lead motive brighter, faster wide. No escape from the surge inside. Kick fades into a filtered hum. Synth-in echoes stretched and become a final bass pulse shakes the night. Neon dissolves in fading light. Neon overvibe returns with sharper edge. Bassline slamming like a breaking ledge. Lead mostly brighter, faster wide. No escape from the surge inside.
A deep synth hum begins to rise. Minor key beneath the skies. Kick drum steady, punch defined. Locking into time.
Snare climbing with precision. Hi-hat sharp in repetition. Vocal shout bar to bar, like an engine of a star. Sub-frequencies collide, amplify.
Layers stacking high and tight, risers screaming into white, snare roll racing nearly wild, energy compiled.
Dark synth pulses under skin. Low frequency draws you in. Kick drum strikes with brutal force, setting rhythmic chords. Snare tension rising fast. Hi-hats cutting like shattered glass. A vocal whisper, burn it down. Spins and echoes around. Inferno sequence, ignite the floor. Bassline roaring evermore. Lead synth sharp and blazing high like sparks against the sky. The motif loops without relief, driving fast beyond belief. Sub-vibrations pound the chest, never giving rest. Layers stacking thick and loud, pressure rising through the crowd. Snare roll racing to the peak, about to break. Inferno sequence strike again, harder than it's ever been. Bassline pounding fierce and wide, no place to hide. Kick fades into distant flame, echo calling out your name. Inferno slowly turns to ash after the crash. Kick softens into tone, bassline stands alone. Engine slows but still burns bright through the night. Low oscillating bass begins a dark vibration under skin. Kick drum pounding steady bold, rhythm cold. Snare rolls climbing rising pitch, hi-hats fast without a glitch. Vocal stab, rise up now, echo bends and bows. Static up, rising, shake the ground.